All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready, ready. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
54, South. Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Got it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got nothing. Go.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Go. 45. Go. 45. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Check 24. 21. Ready to go.
This time, Ryan will throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Tight dog.
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54. I got one. 20. 54 is Mike. 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop and react to it very quickly.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Kill.
Check.
Kill.
Hey, check.
Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jackson. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
45. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
That's what I do. 45.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Get that ball. Check 37. Check 37.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Push him back.
Hey, Echo.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Hey, check.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
Mark 55. Mark 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Undercrush. 54, Seth. Wait.
On first down, Ryan.
Here we go.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
What's up, Colin?
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
What's up?
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh no. They just left.
Take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it's freaking weird.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big run there by Henry. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
What is that? That noise.
And a diving grab. I think he got that yet.
I don't know why.
It looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Slam, slam, slam. Blue draw Corker. Let's go.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again they run with Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, 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 check.
They run. It's Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jack return. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill completes it to Davis. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Ready to break.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Check. Check.
Now Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run with Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready. 50. Plant. 80 weapons.
Come on, the ball. Check 31. Check 31.
Smooth.
Swing.
5.
Here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Jones has it. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Ryan on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check three. Hey, exit.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leroy Reynolds coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running from the gun with Henry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Hit it. Greystone, travel.
Check 99.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here's Gurley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Hey, 59, ready. Watch the win 61. Matchbox lights.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, check. Check, check.
54. Mike 54.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
45.
Now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tannehill now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bravo.
Check.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
From the 29, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They go play action now. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted.
Wow.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
About Now it's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
No freaking way.
Fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tennessee, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
God bless you.